Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 409 Disputes. By the time Xiaoyan woke up, the sky was getting darker. He walked out of the wooden house and did not see Ma Huyang and the others. Xiaoyan did not mind and stretched lazily. He casually walked along the path in front of the wooden house and stopped at the corner. He leaned against the wooden pillar and looked at the Star Moon town in the distance. Under the setting sun, the golden glow of the sunset filled the air. The entire town was wrapped in the afterglow of the setting sun, making it look beautiful and leisurely. I'm sorry, please make way. Just as Xiaoyan was feeling comfortable, a weak voice suddenly sounded behind him. Xiaoyan turned around and saw a girl in yellow clothes standing behind him with her head lowered. She said in an embarrassed manner. The girl's face turned redder when she saw Xiaoyan looking at her. Her head was almost buried in her chest, and her eyes were lowered. Her black hair covered her face, making it difficult to see her face clearly. You are a student participating in the competition, right? Which academy are you from? Oh, the woman did not speak when she heard him. She lowered her head slightly and walked past Xiaoyan with a red face. What a strange woman. Xiaoyan was stunned when he saw the yellow-robed woman leaving in a hurry. He didn't say anything inappropriate, did he? Jia. Just as Xiaoyan was stunned, a wooden door not far away suddenly opened. A young man in a purple robe calmly walked out. Xiaoyan's eyes were instantly attracted to the young man. The young man gave him the feeling that he was almost as powerful as Ma Huyang, except that he was much sharper than Ma Huyang. Humph. The young man in a purple robe frowned slightly when he sensed Xiaoyan's gaze. He let out a cold snort of disgust and then walked towards Star Moon Town. After taking a few steps, the young man suddenly stopped and looked at Xiaoyan. His voice was emotionless. What's wrong? Xiaoyan was also a little unhappy with the youth's attitude. He leaned against the wooden pillar and said casually, Ma Huyang is here. Tell him that Zhou Buyi from the Southern Sky Academy is his opponent this time. Zhou Buyi. Xiaoyan muttered to himself. He laughed lightly and moved his body a little. He said teasingly, I am not a messenger. If you want to say it yourself. The students of the Southern Sky Academy can only show off their abilities in front of other academies. When they see the Star Sky Academy, they will be terrified. The Star Sky Academy. Zhou Buyi sneered when he heard this. A trace of coldness flashed across his eyes as he said, in the Yunlo Academy, besides Ma Huyang, no one else is worthy of my help. As for the Star Sky Academy, when the time comes, open your eyes wide and look at how I defeated them. After saying that, Zhou Buyi raised the corner of his mouth and walked straight to the Star Moon Town, no longer looking at Xiaoyan. Watching Zhou Buyi's back as he walked away, the corner of Xiaoyan's mouth curled up into a smile. This guy should be the strongest expert of Southern Sky Academy. Just his ki alone was not inferior to Ma Huyang's. This competition was really full of crouching dragons and hidden tigers. There's also the Star Sky Academy. How dare they injure Zuna so badly? No matter who it is, I will definitely take revenge for this. Xiaoyan's eyes gradually darkened. He tidied his messy clothes and pondered for a moment. Then, he walked towards the Star Moon Town. Although the town wasn't big, it was the only residence in the Star Moon Island. There were still many strange things in the town. Most of the participating students weren't there. Without exception, they all went to the Star Moon Town. After entering the town, a sense of comfort greeted them. Even the arrival of the students from the 4 courtyards didn't make the town seem to be affected by any fierce aura. Walking on the bluestone-paved street, listening to the long and drawn-out pedaling sounds beside his ears, Xiaoyan could not help but be in a trance. It was as if he had returned to Wu-Tan City in the past. This kind of feeling, he had not felt it for many years. Hey, put it down for me, that thing was seen by me first. Humph, what you saw is yours. Then when I saw you, were you also mine? Just as Xiaoyan was deep in thought, 2 fierce noises suddenly sounded from afar. Xiaoyan could not help but be slightly stunned. From the sound of it, It was obvious that one of them was Wu Shaoqi. Frowning, Xiaoyan walked over without hesitation. Su Jiang only told them not to cause any trouble, but it didn't mean that he wanted them to endure the humiliation. He turned a corner and saw Wu Shaoqi. The latter was in a furious confrontation with a lady in a green dress. The lady had an extremely pretty appearance and her puffed-up face was as delicate as a porcelain doll. Her large eyes flickered and did not lose its liveliness. The spirit light that occasionally appeared in her eyes also indicated that the latter had an unusual temper. Wu Shaoqi snatched a brocade box from the woman's hand and looked at the woman who was gnashing her teeth with a smile and said complacently, "Little sister, you have nothing else to say. I will take this thing away first." Shaking the brocade box in her hand, Wu Shaoqi smiled complacently. Her exquisite face was not inferior to the green-clothed woman in front of her. You are from that academy. When I was in the 4 academies competition, I must defeat you. The item was snatched away by Wu Shaoqi. The girl pouted her mouth in dissatisfaction and said relentlessly, "Yunlo Academy, Wu Shaoqi, I won't show any mercy when the time comes." She curled her lips. Wu Shaoqi said indifferently, but her heart was filled with a layer of seriousness. The strength of this girl in front of her had already reached the 6th grade peak of Monarch Emperor on the surface, which was no different from her strength. She estimated that her true strength wouldn't be weak either. Yunlo Academy. Didn't that academy already decline? When Wu Shaoqi introduced herself, the green-clothed girl was clearly stunned. For a moment, she also forgot about Wu Shaoqi snatching her things. It was that bastard who created the rumor. "I will kill him," Wu Shaoqi immediately said angrily when she heard that, and her mischievous look changed. It also made some of the people in the town who were smiling and watching the 2 girls quarrel click their tongues in surprise. "You are not allowed to scold Grandfather Tang." When the green-clothed girl heard this, her pretty face instantly turned red as she angrily said. The strength of her entire body unconsciously erupted, causing Xiaoyan, who was standing in the distance, to be shocked. As expected, it was the words of those old bastards from your academy. Wu Shaoqi had also forgotten about the brocade box. When she heard the words of the girl in green, her willowy eyebrows immediately stood up as she angrily said. As an elder of the Yunlo Academy, Elder Wu's feelings towards the Yunlo Academy had also affected Wu Shaoqi. When he heard that someone was slandering the Yunlo Academy, he naturally couldn't suppress the anger in his heart. Grandpa Tang and the others are not old fools. The green-clothed girl also had a glib tongue. In the face of Wu Shaoqi's aggressiveness, she didn't shrink back at all. She took a step forward and shouted, "Chi!" The moment the green-clothed lady finished speaking, a palm that was as white as jade suddenly struck out. At the same time, Wu Shaoqi's jade palm also struck out. The 2 ladies gritted their teeth and were about to collide. Crack! Suddenly, a light breeze-like sound was heard. In the next moment, Xiaoyan had already appeared in front of Wu Shaoqi. He waved out his right palm without hesitation. Halfway there, he collided with a similarly strong palm. It's you. Xiaoyan frowned. The man in front of him was the man named Zhou Buyi. "How dare you attack my sister? Are you tired of living?" Zhou Buyi gave Xiaoyan a cold look. After that, he looked at Wu Shaoqi with a fierce look. His face was cold. Humph! Wu Shaoqi stared at him without any fear. Ridiculous. The corner of Xiaoyan's mouth raised slightly. With Zhou Buyi's strength, he could clearly see that the 2 girls attacked almost at the same time. No one said anything about attacking first. "How dare you slander the Yunlo Academy like this? Does that elder Tang of yours really want to die?" Xiaoyan looked at Zhou Buyi with a cold smile and said in a cold tone. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.